Welcome to the channel, everybody. I am OGL Schmitt. This is Custom OGT. I hope everyone's having a good weekend. This reaction is going to be for OGTeam member, channel member Raisedbywolvez, Big Will, his old friend of Danny's. He's been suggesting a lot of Sleep Token, and I mentioned that I wanted to sort of go back and listen to some of their earlier material and see, sort of get a sense of the journey that has led up to even in Arcadia. So he suggested the song Take Me Back to Eden. I've heard of this song, and yeah, I can't wait to dive into it. So let's check this out. Raisedbywolvez, Big Will, this is for you. And yeah, let's bring on the Sleep Token. It's time to worship.
I dream in phosphorescence, bleed through spaces, see you drifting past the fall, but no one told you where to go. We dive through crystal waters, perfect oceans, but no one told me not to breathe. And now the weightlessness recedes. Like fire, I'm a winged insect, you're a funeral pyre. Come now, bite through these wires, I'm a waking hell and the gods grow tired. Reset my patient violence along borderlines of a pathway higher. Grow back your sharpest teeth, you know my desire.
As is usual with Sleep Token, it's tricky to find a place to pause. So the song in particular, the beginning atmospherics in particular, remind me of even in Arcadia. So this has been a consistent part of the sound for a while. I think this album came out in 2023, if I'm not mistaken. Vessel's voice always has had that unique timbre to it. I like how he will, the way he says like his A vowels, like spaces and the way. There's like a diphthong within a word there, like there's an extra vowel. It's very cool. It makes the word sound fuller and richer. And just the piano melody in this is really, really well done. I'm going to have to pull up the lyrics because I like some of the lyrical imagery that I'm hearing. And it's got kind of that desolate feeling. This, I guess, feels a little bit weightier, maybe. So maybe I haven't heard like the bouncy, almost R&B type stuff on this yet, but yeah, it's still early and Sleep Token is known for throwing some surprises in. So, yeah, let's keep on going. Yeah, it's interesting how they've held this consistent sound for a few albums. So is this their first album, guys, or is this just like their breakthrough? I know at one point they went from having, a few thousand listeners on Spotify to several million. So like they had to grow on people, but once they did, they grew like wildfire. All right, let's go back here. I love the imagery of that angel too. It's simple, but it's haunting. An angel wielding what appears to be a scythe. Okay, yeah, that's definitely death. The hood, the wings, and the scythe. Or is that sleep? Again, guys, help me out. I'm new to the lore.
My love's eyes like fire. I'm a winged insect. You're a funeral pyre. Come now, bite through these wires. I'm a waking hell, and the gods grow tired. Reset my patient violence along both lines of a pathway higher. Grow back your sharpest teeth. You know my desire. I will travel far beyond the path of reason. Take me back to Eden. Take me back to Eden.
Real quick, crazy range on Vessel's part there, and his top sounds really good, really pure, very haunting, and great introduction of the heaviness. I'm guessing they probably downtune their guitars because that does feel very weighty, and now they've gone back to silence. So a great use of dynamics. Let's go back to catch that transition. Just a beautiful image. It's a minimalist type video, just various angles of that angel and like showing how the light will filter through. It's very very atmospheric and very compelling stuff. Oh, wow. That's silence.
Well, yeah, I spit blood when I wake up.
There it is.
Sink porcelain stain, choking up brain matter and makeup. Just 2 days since the mainframe went down and I'm still messed up. Room feels like a meat freezer, I dangling like cold cuts. Missed calls, answer phones from people I just don't trust. Mirror talk, fake love, but I'll take a pound of your flesh before you take a piece of my pay stub. White roses, black doves, godmother, rise up. I need you to see me for what I have become. My, those eyes like fire. I'm a winged insect, you're a funeral pyre. Come now, bite through these wires. I'm a waking hell, and the gods grow tired. Reset my patient violence along both lines of a pathway higher. Grow back your sharpest teeth, you know my desire.
Okay, so I had to take a second, to check out the lyrics on this. There are, we dive through crystal waters, perfect oceans, but no one told me not to breathe, and now the weightlessness recedes. My, those eyes like fire. I'm a winged insect, you're a funeral pyre, moth of the flame. Come now, bite through these wires. I'm a waking hell, and the gods grow tired. That is a very ominous image Vessel is painting there. So a lot of the lyrics kind of sound like perhaps the dawning of a relationship and then the realization that it's not what he thought it was going to be. you saw that angel first just cloaked in darkness, presenting this like threatening but majestic figure with this light behind it, almost promising to illuminate. Then, as the song progressed, the angel became illuminated, and you saw its true face. It was, you saw more of what it was, and it became a bit more disturbing, even though it was like, robed in gold, like it had this, strange black face coming from its hood. Of course, the scythe. So, I was told that the most recent album, even in Arcadia, is about Vessel breaking with sleep. Does this song represent essentially Vessel's awakening to the idea that his devotion to sleep might be destructive, or might be more destructive than he thought, and is questioning his decision to align himself? Again, help me out. It's a fascinating tale, and I like that you can parallel it with any sort of modern tale of devotion, being devoted to a person or even to an idea, to a project, blindly, not realizing how it's changing you for the worst. Let's keep going though. I like the introduction of those kind of like skipping beats that almost have like a reggae or an R&B feel to them. So this is something that they've also had in their sound for a while. That to me sort of conjures up a lightness, which maybe that's how sleep made him feel before, joyful, light. And then you have this silence where everything is empty and desolate. And then sometimes the guitars come in and it feels very heavy and very weighty. Yeah, really good job telling the picture both with sound and with words. Is that hair or tentacles coming out of its hood? It's very disturbing. This part seems like suspended, almost uncertain.
I guess it goes to show, does it not, that we've no idea what we've got until we lose it. And no amount of love will keep it around if we don't choose it. And I don't know what's got its teeth in me, but I'm about to bite back in anger. No amount of self-sorry will bring back the glory of innocence. Those eyes like fire, I'm a winged insect, you're a funeral pyre. Come now, bite through these wires, I'm a waking hell, and the gods grow tired. Reset my patient violence along both lines of a pathway higher. Grow back your sharpest teeth, you know my desire.
Yeah, I'm pausing a lot, but there's just a lot going on. So now you see like the thing's lower half is like nothing but tentacles. So I'm guessing that's what's coming out of its hood as well. So now you see what was previously kind of a creature that was beautiful in its mystery is now a horrifying reality, but still like resplendent in its horror in a way. Just what the gold pauldrons and the there's a feeling of weathered or corrupted let's say nobility. It's like a cosmic being that has been weathered or corrupted in some way, or perhaps just doesn't exist in a world that identifies corruption as we do. It's definitely feels otherworldly. I like how Vessel's voice, like there's so much dome and backspace in it. And he's very deliberate with how he sometimes he'll blend words, but his vocal choices are always really specific and always going through every word, pronouncing everything. That sort of makes you feel like he's consuming and absorbing every possible bit of this emotion, sometimes to his detriment. And now you see that light in the back, that sort of backlit this creature, has now completely disappeared, and now it's just blackness. You saw stars, tiny lights instead of the one sun behind it. Now you see those tiny lights, and now they're gone. It's just this, the beautiful, mysterious figure standing in front of the light of salvation is now this, black, horrible entity waiting in the darkness. Let's just go back a little bit. Alright, where the hell did that come from? Possibly from hell. I gotta hear that one more time. I'm sorry. Alrighty, so one thing I like about Sleep Token is something that they have in common with Tool there, is they are in no hurry to get their point across. I love how they spend all of this time building up this beautiful atmosphere, dropping in a little bit of a teaser when the guitars come in, just with these very rich sounding vocals from Vessel. And then all of a sudden they go from a sound that has some connection to like the melodicism of 80s pop, and now it's to the sound and fury of 90s black metal. Just blast beats and those like harsh vocals that Vessel does that kind of have that high pitched, like I used to call them the cat vomit vocals, but it sounds rabid and wounded. So when he sings Take Me Back to Eden in that voice, it's like that is someone who is now consumed with, wanting to rediscover the feelings that they had at the beginning of this relationship, whether it be with another person or with an entity. Like Vessel, he wants to recapture that, not like Vessel, like Sleep. He wants to recapture the mystery and the splendor before it became what it became. So there's like so much, mental anguish. It's such a wounded sound, and then like just the drums and guitars just blasting ahead. Their drummer is killer. Like I have not given him nearly enough props on these. He is able to do again those sort of groovy, almost like Caribbean sounding beats, and then he's able to go with like full bore with these blast beats. So once again, guys, is this the song where kind of Vessel kind of wakes up, for lack of a better term, and realizes that his relationship with Sleep is not what he thought it was, and maybe it's a bad thing that's destroying him, and that eventually leads to the Even in Arcadia album? Yeah, let me know. I'm interested in discussing lore with you guys, but musically, yeah, Sleep Token has definitely got the goods. I think Vessel has an amazing voice. I think he's an amazing songwriter, and I think the band is just spot on in putting his compositions out there. So mental health is real. Be a part of the start. Music is your best support group. Listen to it whenever you can. Take care of yourself so you can take care of others. Raised by Wolves, thank you so much for this. Guys, if you like this, if you're still here at the end of the video, I hope that means that you've enjoyed this. So you can join the OG team for as little as $2 a month. You can request 2 songs for reactions. We'll get them out as soon as we can. All sorts of cool stuff, behind-the-scenes stuff, exclusive content, early access to stuff. Heck, you can come here on StreamYard and react to a song with us if you like. So once again, thank you very much. Be seeing you guys around.